Hi everyone, and welcome to day 11 of our August challenge from sedentary to strong. Today we're going to be slowing it down again. So yesterday we worked on the squat and trying to introduce progressive overload. So trying to kind of make that squat exercise more difficult so that you can continue to get stronger. Today I actually want to look at another movement pattern. So you've got the squat, you've got upper body push, pull. We've also got hinging or bending over. So a hinge is any kind of movement used to kind of lean forward, push the hips back and pick something up. So it's a really important exercise for strengthening your hamstrings, your glutes and your lower back. So most of your posterior chain. And that's really going to help in holding good posture, and it's just a healthy movement pattern to be able to maintain. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to introduce that like the introductory movement of the hinge, and then I will find ways to make that harder. I'm not going to use a timer because we want to do this nice and slowly and get enough reps in, but we will do a little bit of light cardio in between each set. Okay, so we'll get straight into this one because we're just focusing on one movement and doing some light cardio. Don't need to get into the mobility so much. I just want to jump straight into this movement pattern. So the first variation I'm going to show you, I've got my feet shoulder width apart and parallel. Okay, so both my feet are facing forward. Unlike a squat, my toes aren't pointing outwards, they're facing forwards. Also, while I'm standing up nice and tall, my knees are soft. So I'm not standing with my knees completely locked out. My knees are soft and relaxed, almost like you're kind of standing on a skateboard. And then the movement pattern is, the way to think about it is you keep your knees nice and soft. Try not to bend them any further as if you're squatting down to the floor. Instead, you're going to push your butt and your hips behind you as much as you can. And that kind of brings your chest forward, and then you come back up. And that's the hinge movement pattern. So let me show you again. I'm going to stand completely to the side, knees soft, and push your hips and butt behind you. Now, when you do this, it's really important. So when you see someone doing this badly, which can result in lower back pain, you'll see them with their knees a little bit too straight, and they'll kind of go like this. So you see how my back is in a flexion. Flexion is when your back is rounded like that. This is not a safe position to lift weights or to pick something off the floor. So to avoid that, you need to have your knees nice and soft. So that gives you more range of motion. And you also need to brace your core. So that's kind of tensing the core and holding this kind of strong, solid position in the midsection, which is going to protect your lower back because it's going to ensure that if you can keep it strong throughout the movement, you can see that my back is nice and flat. So that's a neutral spine, and that's kind of the position you want your spine in to lift a weight. So let's get into the first one together. So what I'm actually going to ask you to do, this first variation is called a waiter's bow. So I'm going to put my right hand on my chest, okay, and I'm going to put my left hand behind my lower back. Okay, so it's on my lower back and my palm is facing away from me. And this is just to kind of help me know that I'm maintaining a nice neutral solid position and I'm not bending or arching too much. I've got a nice neutral spine. Okay, so feet shoulder width apart, knees soft, okay, brace your core and now push your hips and your butt behind you. Count to 3, so slowly down, only go as far as you can go comfortably and come back up. Okay, let's do that for 7 more repetitions. Okay, we're going to do 8 total. Okay, knees soft, push back. 2. Okay, keep the core working the whole way through the movement. Chest to floor, butt behind you. 3. Knees soft. Let's go again. Push your butt behind you. 4. Good. And again. 5. Knees soft. And again. Push, 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 push. And up. 6. Okay, 2 more. Count to 3 on the way down. 1, 2, 3, and up. Okay, and last one. Knees soft. Push. 1, 2, 3, and up. Okay, really good. All right, a little bit of light cardio while we rest. Let's do 30 jumping jacks. Feet together, hands at your side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay, rest. Okay, get your breath back. So let's do 4 more rounds. And like I said, we're going to try and progress this movement and find the variation that is the right amount of challenging for you. Okay, so if you want, you can stay with that one. Hand on chest, hand behind back, body weight, just getting used to that movement pattern. You probably feel a slight pull in the hamstring because that's the area we're working, the glutes and the hips and the lower back. Okay, but you don't want to feel too much pain in the lower back. Okay, just that you're working it. So the first and easiest option to make this slightly harder is to repeat it but holding weights. So if you have two small hand weights or one weight you can hold in between both hands, or a resistance band which you can stand on top of and hold on to either side, we can do the same thing. So I'm going to show you with 2 weights here. So I've got my feet again parallel, knees soft, and the weights are hanging at my side. And what I'm going to do is, by pushing my butt behind me, you'll notice that the weights go down in a straight line. So they're going to stay either side of my legs. Okay, and remember, you've got to work your core even harder now that you're holding the weights, and only go as far as you can. Don't go too far that you lose the good position in your back, and then come up. Okay, if you're doing it with one, then you'd kind of hold that weight in between both hands, knees soft, and you're pushing your hips behind you, and you should find that the weight stays in between your feet. What you don't want are the weights to drift in front of your toes, okay? And you're putting too much pressure on your lower back. Okay, so let's go for that one. If you haven't got weights, I just want you to hold on to, you might have 2 objects like we used yesterday, 2 cans or 2 bottles, just to have a tiny bit of resistance. Otherwise, keep your hands empty and just imagine you're holding on to 2 objects. Okay, so let's get ready. So feet parallel, shoulder width apart, knees soft, brace your core. Okay, I'm holding the 2 weights, arms nice and loose, and let's go for 8 reps again. I'm going to push my butt behind me, push, 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 and up. Okay, knees soft, and push, and up. Okay, let's keep going. Push slowly, keep your core working, and up. Make sure your hands stay close to your legs the whole way through the movement. 4, good. Okay, I'm going to do 4 more. Knees soft. Okay, last 2. Count 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, and last one. 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, weights down. Okay, and 30 jumping jacks. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, and rest. Okay, so we're going to do, let me see what time it is. Let's do 2 more sets, okay? 2 more sets. So obviously, if you just tried that with weights or continued body weights and you're finding it challenging, keep that variation. Keep the same variation as the previous one for the next 2 rounds. If you want to make it harder, one thing you could do is, if you have access to it, is go heavier. Okay, so that's one way of implementing progressive overload so that we can get stronger, make it more challenging. If you haven't got heavier weights and you found that last variation a bit too easy, what we can do is a kickstand variation. Okay, so let me explain this one to you. So this time, and I'll do this one without the weights, but you can do this with weights. So this time, instead of having my feet shoulder width apart, my feet are now close together, almost touching. My knees are still soft, chest up, core is braced. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small step behind me with my right foot. Okay, so my right foot has stepped back and my heel is lifted. Both the knees are soft. And this is just a single leg variation. So now I'm working the front leg a bit more. So feet together, small step behind you with your right foot, lift up your heel, both your knees are soft. And now I'm just going to push my butt behind me and come up. And what you're going to find is that works the hamstring of your left leg. So that's one way of making it more challenging, is working one side and then the other. So if you're going for the single leg option, we'll do 6 on one leg and 6 on the other leg. Otherwise, continue with 8 repetitions with both feet firmly planted. Okay? So I'll pick up the weights. I'm going to go for the single leg one. So you either have your feet shoulder width apart, feet parallel, knees soft, or feet together, 1 foot behind you, both knees soft, and let's go for 6 on that leg. Okay, push your butt behind you, keep your core strong, and up. Okay, knees soft, both knees soft, push your butt behind you, 2, and again, 3, knees soft, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again, 1, 2, 3, 5, and again, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, now I'm going to bring my feet together and I'm going to step back with my left foot. Okay, remember, just a small step. Lift your back heel, both knees soft. Okay, and let's go on this side. 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, remember to keep your core strong. Remember to push your butt behind you. 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, that's 2. Knees soft, push, push. 1, 2, 3, 3. I'm going to do 3 more. Knees soft. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knees soft. 2 more. 1, 2, 5. Okay, knees soft. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and up. Okay, weights down. 30 jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay, rest. Okay, we're going to do one more variation. Single leg. That single leg version that we just did is called a kickstand. So that back foot is acting as a kickstand to support you while you work the front leg. Okay, so slightly more advanced version. Okay, if it was too advanced, you can try that without the weights. Otherwise, go back to the regular one. Okay, for this last set, I'm going to go back to the normal one. So feet parallel, knees soft, holding the 2 weights. And I'm going to go for my last 8 reps. Okay, so remember, it's a really good way. A lot of these, tomorrow we're going to go back to doing a full body workout. We're going to do a circuit again. But I think it's good that during these videos, we get better at certain movements. So one of them is a squat, really important movement that we can make it more challenging and get stronger. Another one is the hinge or the deadlift kind of movement that allows you to safely pick things up and strengthens your whole posterior chain, so your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back. The squat and the lunge is a bit more for your quads. Okay, let's get ready for the last one. Okay, like I said, just focusing on getting better at certain movements, and other times we'll do more dynamic kind of mixed workouts like tomorrow. Okay, so feet shoulder width apart, parallel, so toes facing forward, knees soft. Again, brace the core, so kind of fill the belly up with air and keep that solid position. And now push your butt behind you. 1, 2, 3, and up. Last 8 reps, knees soft. 1, 2, 3, and up. If you're doing a single leg, 6 on each leg. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. Okay, knees soft. 1, 2, 3, and up. I'm going to do 4 more. Knees soft. 1, 2, 3, and up. Knees soft, push, 1, 2, 3, and up. Okay, last 2 reps. 1, 2, 3, and up. And knees soft, last one. 1, 2, 3, up. Awesome. Weights down, and last one. 30 jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Whew. Good job, everyone. Okay, so we've introduced a new movement there, and a movement that we should, when strength training, look to kind of implement progressive overload, make it steadily more challenging as we get stronger, so we can continue to get stronger and get better full body strength in these important movement patterns. All right, guys, so thanks for that little class on the hinge there. Tomorrow we'll get back to a HIIT workout, lots of different movements. So looking forward to that. All right, guys, have a good day, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.